guys like orange I have AirPods in, so you're kind of listening.
Oh, cool. We'll get to hear you piss. That'll be fun.
And it's recording.
Cut to an angle of just your cock. Pleeka's Bachelor Party, episode 3. We're going full cock.
Just like a fire hose, just, squirting.
Nick's like, what'd you guys do when I was out? We're like, showed our cocks in Pleeka.
Not much. We showed each other our penises.
Talked about the Bachelor, showed each other our penises,
Yeah.
the usual. So what'd you think about it? We were off for a week of The Bachelor. Do you think this was an exciting, fun episode to bring you right back into The Bachelor?
No.
Yeah, I know. It really was like, oh, we skipped a week for this?
Yeah, we skipped a week for them to have a therapy session.
Yeah.
Legit, a therapy session.
Apparently Clayton's fat.
And then, he goes on a one-on-one date and says, I don't have anything planned. I don't know what to do. Like, how fucking boring. And then, they meet up with some chick who's like, yeah, you're going to go scavenger hunt around downtown LA.
Naked. You're going to run around naked. Cock and balls flopping.
Yeah.
I wish they would have done it naked.
She's like, you can go commando. But here's my question. So this was recorded a long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
How does none of those people standing there with their phones recording them get leaked?
I bet you everyone on ABC runs over there and is like, hey, don't post that until Bachelor airs.
Huh.
I bet you there is some pictures of them out there somewhere, but I bet you a lot of them also didn't know who the fuck they were. Like, oh, it's Clayton and what's her face from The Bachelor. Like, they have no idea,
True. I guess they wouldn't know who.
Like, imagine if me and you were like in an outdoor mall and a girl and a guy, a muscular girl and guy are running by in their underwear doing a scavenger hunt. We'd be like, what the fuck is this about?
I mean,
although if there's a camera crew following them and shit, though, we'd probably put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, that's TV or a movie or something.
Yeah, then that's when me and you, we start stripping and we get involved. So then we're on The Bachelor.
Yeah, and I would be aggressive like Shanae O'Connor.
That's good.
She's a nutbag.
But
yeah, I thought it was just terrible. And then the stupid Baywatch thing, like,
yeah,
I'm like, wow, like this was bad. Like, we could have just literally skipped this episode altogether.
You really could, and just probably watch the previously on next week and be like, oh, okay, I figured it out.
We all knew Cassidy was going home.
Yeah, they pretty much made that clear last week when he's, hey, can I take a rose away? I mean, what else is he gonna do? I did like, though, in the beginning, though, it almost seemed like she was like teasing him or begging them to take the rose away when they kept cutting back and forth from her complaining and then to him like, I think I might do it, because she's like, I got a rose. What's he gonna do about it? I have one, so like, what's gonna happen?
Likes me. What's he gonna do?
Clayton, there are no rules. You can do whatever you want to do.
I think it's staged. I think it is.
You think so?
And I think the Shanae stuff is staged too.
Oh, really?
Because she's doing the exact same thing that Cassidy did. So I wonder.
That does confuse me though with them.
I wonder if this happened. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they go to them, to like The Bachelor, and they're like, hey, we need a villain, who's somebody you don't like. And then they give them a list, and then they go to the Shanae and say, hey, he doesn't like you. He doesn't,
he thinks you're fucking gross.
We're gonna play it up though. He's gonna act like he likes you, but we want you to play the quote unquote villain role.
So do you think the other girls know about that then, or do you think it's just like a certain people
No, I think it's just Shanae that knows.
Oh.
I mean, I could be completely off basis on this, but
no, I could definitely see that.
I mean, because that's how they create drama.
Yeah, well, because a lot of the times on reality shows too, like people don't know what show they're filming for a lot of the time, and like they lie to so many things about it isn't a lie just so they can get certain kind of footage. So you probably are onto something
they all
with
know
them
they're
doing
on
that.
The Bachelor.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, if Shanae goes home next week, there's no more drama. Like, the drama's gone.
Yeah.
And they want drama.
Well, that's why
I think
I don't.
Elizabeth is going home.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
It's interesting because in the next one they spoiled that. Like, let me see. I wrote down exactly what they said. I guess I actually didn't. But they spoiled that she's not going home. At least in the roast ceremony it cut off on, because they show her in a competition. She's making shrimp again. She's doing all these other things. They showed her like 3 different events.
Shanae, you thought it was gonna be bad. We didn't think it was gonna be this bad.
You're toxic and you're lying.
Why is she a liar? Don't point your finger at me.
Oh my God!
Is that shrimp, Shanae?
Shanae is gonna get what's coming to her.
I'm so annoyed.
So she's going home next week. It'll be at the end of that roast ceremony. So we know she's not going home in the opening next week.
See, but I mean that could just be editing too.
Well, but we haven't seen her in any of those locations though, so she has to be there.
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, thing is like, so like when he went on that one-on-one with Sarah, they did that downtown thing, and that's it. Then they just went to the Van Gogh experiment and danced.
Yeah,
like that's all they did. I mean, obviously they probably did more. They just didn't air it. But I mean, I'm sure that they could use that footage for editing purposes, and you know what I mean,
like other things they did for like on next.
Right.
Yeah, but it isn't like we're not gonna. That would be weird to throw that in a next on though, like footage that she was in that they just didn't, like deleted scenes.
Yeah,
it's with the context, because she's talking about the shrimp and the other things. It did sound like she's making it through, but I bet she will make it through for a little while. Like you said, I bet she doesn't go for like 2-3 more weeks, so that way they can get their episodes worth of drama from her. Yeah. Which is annoying. She's fucking annoying. I want her to go, but at the same time, she does bring, I guess, entertainment to it. You know?
Yeah. I don't like her at all. I don't know. I just think she's not a good actress, and I feel like I don't know. I just feel like it shows.
Yeah. Well, I just remembered too what I was saying before when you were saying like how they just talked to her and all that. That would kind of make sense too, because it's confusing when she's in the diary rooms and she's like, "Yeah, fuck this bitch. I won. I got him back." And like when she was lying and she fake cried to him and all this shit, she's telling the producers and everybody in the diary room right there that's like interviewing her, like she knows that at some point gonna have to get back to him. So maybe you are right onto something, that she's like the villain.
She legitimately did say like he bought it.
Yeah, exactly.
He bought it. I got him. It's over.
Yeah,
or something like that. And it's like,
although,
what?
No. Part of me though would find it hilarious, because I think Clayton's kind of annoying too. So I'm not rooting for a happy ending for him. If Shanae ended up winning, and then we had to see her and Clayton doing some shit together, like they have to be a couple for a little while.
Right.
That would be fun, just for those two to be together.
Well, I was talking. I don't. She will not win.
No, definitely not. There's no chance.
So like I try not to get too wrapped up in like the, oh my God, send her home. Like, gee, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, me and Abby were talking about it, and with the season we watched with Pilot Pete, he didn't pick anybody. We literally got down to the last episode,
and then no one won.
He didn't pick anyone.
Wow.
Which is like, why did I just watch this?
What's funny, like if you watch any of like the Vinny and Polly, they have a dating show. That's basically The Bachelor. They do the same thing on there, and then but then season 2 they pick a chick or something.
But I mean, like, let's just hypothetically say that Shanae wins. Okay, if you're Shanae. Okay,
wait, I gotta get in the mindset of Shanae. I'm a bitch.
Yeah, you're Shanae. Okay, and we'll just say that I'm. What's his name?
You're Clayton. So I'm gonna jump on you and make out with you.
Yeah. So, but let's just say I choose you. You say yes.
Okay.
Okay. So we're living our life. This show comes out. Do you watch it?
Oh shit! Yeah, we watch it together. We're like, hey, let's skip this season.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's
you're
true.
obviously gonna want to see how you looked on TV, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, it has to be fake. it has to be that she knows that she has no shot.
It's
and they're just
either
like,
fake
look,
or she's just an oblivious dumb bitch. It's one of the two. And
I don't
I'm
think
leaning
she's
towards
oblivious.
fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you might be onto something with that.
I mean, because I mean, like, who wouldn't, be like, oh, let's check it out. Like, let's, but then again, maybe they wouldn't want to watch it because your now husband would be making out with all these women.
Well, here,
I don't know.
Let me ask you that. So, say the way you and Abby got together was through a Bachelor type show, and you went back and watched it, and you guys had a connection. Like he thinks he has a connection with Shanae, and then you end up watching the show together, and you see some shady shit. Like she's like being a bully to some girls and saying, "Oh, I got Hess. I fake cried to him and stuff." But you guys still have that little connection. What would you do there? What would your reaction be?
I mean, like, how long have we been together?
How long do you think they filmed the show for?
I don't know. 6 months. I have
let's
no clue.
let's say 7 months. You guys are good a little bit after the show, and then it comes out.
I'd drop her. I mean, that's just shady as shit.
I like how you were like, well, how long are we together? You get the instant. It didn't matter. I'm just gonna drop her.
I mean, well, 7 months. I mean, it's not that long.
What if you guys were together 9 months?
That's still not long enough.
Still not long enough. She's gone.
No.
Abby, if you're listening, I hope you don't fuck up.
I mean, we've been together it'll be 9 years in May, so.
Is that long? But so 9 years in May. You guys watch The Bachelor. You find out she was lying to you your first couple months together. How did you feel? Say your first 3 months together, she was lying half the time.
I would definitely. Well, I mean, I would definitely question it, and now we would definitely have a conversation, and I might just say bye.
Oh wow, really? So 9 years isn't even long enough.
I mean, trust is like a huge thing.
No,
so,
yeah.
I mean, especially if you're going around flaunting it and be like, "Oh yeah, haha, he bought it. I wasn't meaning to cry, but I did." And it's like, what?
Yeah.
So it's pretty shitty. Pretty shitty, man.
Yeah, let me see. Was there anything else worth talking about in this episode?
What did you think of the therapy session?
It was a little. Oh, well, actually, that's a good thing you brought that up. So before the therapy session, it put up viewer discretion advised. Some of this might be if you might. Well, was that because of the therapy session? Because they didn't say anything that bad during it.
I think so. I think it just well, and I don't know. I just feel like they're kind of obviously it's ABC, and but it's almost like they're woke culture or whatever, woke, with the whole the black cubes on their butt. If they wear the thong.
when they were censoring each other. Yeah. No, it always is it makes it look worse when you put a black bar over a bikini. Because it looks like the girl's vag lips are just flopping out all over the place. Instead of she's just in a bikini.
And it's totally fine. But with the I don't know the girl's name. The black girl that brought up the race thing.
Eliza, I think.
Yeah, and she was like, I never, planned on talking about race or whatever. And it's obviously that shouldn't be an issue, but
yeah, which it's interesting because it's a big issue supposedly on The Bachelor, of them not having different races on there.
Well, yeah, I mean, but that it was. I mean, it's been a big issue forever.
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't understand why the viewer discretion part. Because everything they said, I've heard before.
Probably because. They're someone might get triggered or something. I guess
it just seemed because in the part they spent she was talking about race, that's an important issue. The other girl's talking about eating disorders, that's an important issue. They spent the longest on him being I pinched my belly because I'm fat.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, viewer discretion though,
which is fine. I mean, whatever. Everybody has their own shit to deal with, but I just I thought it was. I mean, how do you want to go on a date? You want to do that? Really?
It is to get to know someone. You want to know their biggest insecurity right off the bat.
Yeah,
it's a little weird.
I know. And then you tell me that when they went to LA to do the naked scavenger hunt, that he just happened to be wearing black boxer briefs and she was wearing black panties and a black sports bra. You're telling me they didn't have a heads up at all, right? Panties. They just had matching, underwear.
Well, no, that was provided by the show. They always have unbranded underwear on each other for, like, the challenge does that when they make them do shit too. But
but it's just like
the challenge actually did that better too. For one of their ending of like their things, they had to do like a whole bunch of exhausting shit, and then they had to run through this area actually naked through a crowd. So the challenge actually let them get naked. MTV's a little better than ABC.
Well, yeah, but then she said you can get naked if you want, but how? They're in downtown.
Yeah.
What, did they shut down?
Well, I'm assuming
they shut down.
They have
That's the
permits,
only way that photos like that couldn't have get like videos. If it was, they literally bought like 2 or 3 blocks, shut it down, and it was just like staged people who worked for ABC.
That's actually probably what it was.
You know what I mean?
That's probably why. Because there was like 10 people around where they were running around naked.
She goes, if you want to go commando, you can. And I'm going, how? You're in downtown LA in the middle of the day.
I know if you were there, you'd be like, she said I could.
Yeah,
doing the Ball Johnson while
no.
Clayton's saying after they were naked, they ran to the
all hang out,
Yeah. But so he sang, it was horrible. He ate the microphone while he sang. And then she rapped, and it actually wasn't half bad.
Yeah, but that had to be staged too. She's just got flow like that.
Maybe she does.
She's just like popped off a little dicky off the top of the dome.
I was surprised. He's like, what about this beat? And without a fucking drop of a hat, she was like...
That's what I mean. I don't know. I question whether or not. I feel like they had a heads up on that date for sure.
And she's in a room the night before like, oh, fuck. Just writing down different rhymes.
And what made him give her a beat?
I see. And while I was watching it, I assumed because she seemed really like anxious and awkward the whole time. I assumed he was doing it to like try to help her out. But maybe you're right. Maybe it was a whole stage thing. They had a whole.
I think they might have had a heads up, like, hey, you need to come up with some, like a line or two that rhymes or whatever.
I might need to put on like my detective hat next time we watch this and get my little magnifying glass out.
I think you're just fake? Falling into the trap of reality.
They're tricking me. I'm like, I don't know. They were just dating. I don't know.
This show is great.
No, you know what's fun? I've done this all 3 episodes. And like I'm watching it for a while. I'm like, this show's got to be almost over. And I check to see how much left. And I always do that at the 40-minute mark. And I'm like, fuck, I have another 40 fucking minutes left of this show.
I know. It was funny because
so long.
It is. We watched, like, I went to my son's basketball game last night.
Mm-hmm.
I got home. We ate dinner. I went and got groceries. And then I watched the Suns game because it was close.
Mm-hmm.
So after the Suns game was over, we started The Bachelor, which it was already recorded. So I was like, oh, cool. We'll be able to fast forward through the commercials.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like 10 o'clock. And I'm like, I don't know how much is left, but I'm like, I gotta go to bed. I'm falling asleep.
Probably doesn't help either. It was the most boring episode, so you're just falling asleep watching it anyways.
What? And that's exactly what Abby said too. She goes, it doesn't help that this is like boring as shit.
I know.
Like, make your eyes bleed boring.
Well, then it's boring and it's episode 3, but they've made you wait fucking so long to watch it. So you're like, who is this girl's name again?
I know. Well, what about Chromo? I call her Chromo, Gabby. I feel like she has an extra Chromo, but I don't ever remember her being there.
You don't remember her?
No.
She had some really funny joke on the opening night that I liked. I don't remember what it was though.
I don't remember her at all. And then when right before the episode ended, the girl with the ski slope for a forehead. I was like, who's that? I'm like, who is that? I don't know if that was Melinda or. But yeah, I'm just like, well, I'm like, I don't remember these people like at all.
That's funny. I didn't have a problem with. I just didn't remember any of their names.
I remembered like Rachel,
mm-hmm.
Susie, Teddy.
I remember Teddy.
I
remember Shanae.
Shanae, obviously, Cassidy, Elizabeth. I think Elizabeth is going home at the beginning of next.
You might be right, but I feel really bad for her because Clayton's just a fucking idiot and can't figure out that this one dumb bitch is lying.
Yeah, but I mean, if that's the case, I mean, she doesn't want to be with him. If that's
I guess that's really true. If he's not going to listen to her, I guess you're right.
Yeah. So I mean, she might be hurt in the beginning, and she might, but 5 years down the road, she might look back and be like, "Thank God I didn't get together with him" or something. Like
yeah, she might be dodging a bullet with him.
Yeah, I would assume she'll meet someone, but yeah, Shanae. I don't believe Shanae will be going home for a while.
Yeah, I'd say at least 2 more weeks. I'd give her at least.
But I'm ready to get into the juicy stuff.
Yeah,
I'm ready to, get into like the dirty.
I want some cat fights.
Like
I want
skeletons in the closet.
Yeah,
shit.
I want Shanae to actually try to beat someone's ass and like girls be bleeding.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but
that would be so great.
Well, I mean,
they just have like a kickboxing day. Can't they go like on a kickboxing date?
I mean, they could just put the helmet.
And he's like, whichever girl isn't bruised or bloody at the end, you win the rose, and they just have to fucking beat it out.
Yeah. Why not?
That'd be good.
I think it's worth a shot.
Do you have any final girls for this week?
I mean, I liked Sarah. I liked Sarah, the one he went on the one-on-one with.
I liked her too.
I thought she was pretty cool.
I still like Teddy, but we've barely seen her.
I know. I still like Teddy. I like Rachel. I don't like Elizabeth. I don't like Shanae. I like Sierra, the one who Abby thinks looks like Liza Minnelli or whatever. I know it's not Liza Minnelli, but
the picture last time.
Yeah. I like her because she's pretty blunt and she's pretty like forward. Like
I like her too.
She's like bullshit. That's not right. And then she called her out like right before Clayton walked in.
I do really like that every time that she's the one that's like, well, no, this is not right.
Yeah,
and fixes it. And I do kind of like Gabby a little bit, even though she's a little strange. I find her entertaining.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure she's a sweet lady, but she seems a little special to me. Which is fine. I mean, it's okay, but I'm sure I would love her if I met her in person. You know what I mean?
Maybe we should set that up. Maybe after we watch The Bachelor, we interview some of them on the Pleeka's Bachelor party.
And I'll be like, "Did you know what my nickname for you was?" And she'd go,
I hit a sound.
And Chromo.
She'd be like, "Oh, well, I guess this interview's done, guys. Gotta go."
Like, Chromo? What does that even mean?
I think if I had to pick a top 3 for this episode, I'd do probably Teddy on bottom because I still like her, but we haven't seen her.
I know.
I'd maybe do Elizabeth as actually I would put Teddy at 2, Elizabeth at 3 because I feel bad for her. And I don't know who I'd put as 1. That'd be hard.
I know 1 is hard.
There's no one
they pretty much showcase like a couple girls each week.
Yeah.
So, other than like Shanae, but she's the villain, so I mean you're gonna see a lot of her.
I'll say maybe Sarah number 1 this week because I enjoyed her.
Okay.
So I guess that'll be my top 3 for the week.
I think there's 18 girls in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Number 18 is Shanae. Number 17 is Elizabeth. My top 3 would be, in no particular order, I would go Teddy, Rachel, and Sierra.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can dig that.
Like I said, no particular order, but yeah. Elizabeth would be 17 for me. Only below Shanae.
Next week we'll open up with the rose ceremony. You think in the opening of next week Elizabeth goes home?
Yes.
All right. I like that. A little something to look forward to see if you're right or wrong.
Yeah. I think we should do...
I think you might be right on that.
We'll keep track. Yeah, I think she goes home. Because I think she's playing the victim too much. And I think he thinks Shanae is attractive, but knows that like he just wants to taste it. You know what I mean? He just wants to taste it. And
he just wants a little Shanae, and then
he wants to toot it and boot it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, maybe he will. Maybe he'll take her to what's it called, the Paradise Room or whatever, and where they get to fuck.
I just don't know how you're like. I don't have anything planned. I don't know what we're doing today. Like what?
You're like,
it's a one-on-one for crying out loud.
He couldn't think of one thing he wanted to do with this girl. Not at all. He's like, I literally, there's nothing I want to do with you.
It'd be a pretty boring life if you end up marrying this guy. He doesn't know what he is. He's like, I don't know.
He's got a really big extremes. The last date, the 1-on-1, they're in a helicopter, one on a boat, all this shit, and he's like, hey, just so you know, it won't be this all the time. And then he brings a girl out, and he's like, I don't know.
I don't know what this is. What is this? I don't know what we're doing. I chose you for a 1-on-1, but we're not doing anything.
I got a feeling if you get with Clayton, that's going to come up a lot. Like, what do you want to do? I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Are you implying he's like a meathead jock?
I don't know. He's a little stupid, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think he's all there.
Got hit in the head a few too many times playing the old foosball.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think we talked about everything in this pretty bad episode.
We touched on pretty much,
you think this is the worst of the three?
Yeah.
I agree. We're worse so far. I really like the idea of a lot of this being fake and trying to figure out what's fake. That'll kind of be fun.
Yeah. I try to pay. I mean, not that you're not paying attention, but try to look into that. You know what I mean? Like next Monday, see if you kind of get vibes like that too.
Maybe me and you we'll figure it all out and we'll fucking cancel The Bachelor. Be like, no, you guys suck.
Make cancel culture on them.
Yeah, fuck you guys. You lied to us about a TV show.
Fuck Jesse Palmer.
You don't even know Carson Palmer.
That's right. Maybe
fucking
that's
bitch.
What's his name? Chris Rose? What was his name? Not Chris Rose. Who was the host before Jesse Palmer? It was Chris.
I think
something.
I mean, Chris Rose sounds. If that is your name, it has to be. You do have to host The Bachelor if you got Rose your name. Let's see.
100%. It's not Chris Rose, and it's not Chris Hansen. He was To Catch a Predator.
Yeah, that's a different show altogether.
Yeah, maybe. Ooh, what if they?
Chris Harrison.
Chris Harrison. Abby just texted me Harrison. What if they did a cross episode where it's actually The Bachelor, but they're catching a predator.
Oh, and one of
Clayton is the predator.
Oh, so then to trick him, you get a bunch of little girls that he thinks are going to fight for him to like marry, and then you catch him.
That's right.
Because he wouldn't be able to resist it.
And then Chris Hansen walks out and he goes, "Hey, how's it going?"
He walks out with a rose and goes, "Hey, Clayton, can you sit down for a second?"
Yeah. Will you accept? Or no? Wait. He goes, "Will you accept this rose?" And then when he says yes, he pulls handcuffs out of his pocket and says, "Go ahead and put these on the."
Will you accept this rose? He grabs it and he goes, "Get him now!"
And then he does it like a magic trick, and they turn into handcuffs.
Oh no, that's and he's like, "Oh shit, what?"
Yeah.
You know,
like, by the way, you're surrounded by police.
You're
under arrest.
That could be like the most fun show ever. As like a trick to catch a predator where they think it's The Bachelor. I mean, I don't think a lot of people would be on board with it because
that's pretty extravagant.
Because you're using the children. Well, what if instead of children we used midgets? So then they just look like children. Small people. Sorry,
little people. I think they want to be called little people.
Little people. We'll just get smaller people in general that just look young.
Yeah.
And they'll be the trick. No, yeah, that could be a great show. I'd at least watch the first episode of that to see someone get caught.
100%. I mean, I feel like the entire world would watch the first episode.
Yeah,
at least.
And we should make it the goal too.
You know?
We only try to trick celebrities and get them caught on the show.
Yes,
that's who we go for.
Absolutely,
I
think so. Who would be the first? Who would be our first guest? Who do you think's a little pervy in the Hollywood world?
Well. My first thought was Chris D'Elia, but he's kind of already caught, so that'd just be like a do-over. Let's see. Who would be... Let's get Alec Baldwin.
You think Alec Baldwin's a little pervy-hervy?
I mean, we could figure it out. We could at least try. I mean, that's not make him a pervert, but we can at least we can investigate.
He's kind of going through his own shit right now. I don't think that we could get him right now.
Okay.
With the gun, what if shooting?
I don't want to get political here, but what if we got Donald Trump? I mean, wouldn't that be crazy? First episode, we got Donald Trump arrested. I mean, who wouldn't watch that show?
No.
We might need to go into hiding after that first episode for a bit.
Half of America wouldn't watch it.
But they would, because they'd be like, no, that's not real. And they would try to, just like we're watching The Bachelor, they'd be like, that's staged. It wasn't real.
Yeah. You'd have to go into, hiding.
Yeah, no, I'd have to build an underground bunker in a secret location.
Police, what do they call that?
Witness protection?
Think right now. Yes, witness protection. I could not think. Holy moly. I'm gonna say let's get I think my first guess I would do a little Tobey Maguire.
Oh shit! Get a little spot since he's hot from Spider-Man. And be like, actually, he's not the Spider-Man you guys thought he was.
Yeah, I don't think he is. I think he's a little pervy Herbie.
He walks in like,
You like your panties?
Yeah, he's like, do you like orange juice?
Do you guys like orange juice?
That's you. You're the host of the show. We fire Chris Hansen after the first episode, and you walk up to them and you go, "Hey, excuse me, Tobey Maguire."
Do you guys like orange juice?
And you sit him down and you have a chat with him.
And they're like, yeah, we do. And I'm like, all right. So I give him a cup of OJ, and then we just sit there and talk if he's a sexual predator over orange juice.
Okay, third episode guest, O.J. Simpson.
Do you guys like orange juice?
Or he could just be like a guest host.
Oh my God, O.J. Simpson's.
Yeah. I mean, because his nickname was Juice.
How perfect would that be? A show where O.J. Simpson's the host of like a Catch a Predator thing, which it's covered up by looking like The Bachelor, and he offers people orange juice.
And if we wanted to make it even funnier, since his nickname was Juice, we could cover him in Cheeto dust, and he would literally be orange juice.
I like, of all things, you could have got him like spray tanned or any other thing. You could have rubbing Cheeto dust on him.
He'll show up.
Oh, I think that's a perfect way to end the show.
I think that was a good one.
Oh, well, thanks for watching I can't even talk now. Pleeka's Bachelor Party, everybody. I'm sure this was more entertaining than the actual Bachelor was.
I would think so.
I mean, at least it was to me.
We're shooting for 125 views this week.
Yeah, you get it for us, or we'll come after you. We'll put you on our Bachelor show, and you don't want to be on there. That's the one TV show no one wants to be on. But
That's true.
You end up on it, it's the end of your life, baby.
How to catch a pervert.
How to Catch a Pervert. Hosted by O.J. Simpson.
Hosted by Hess and guest host O.J. Simpson.
Oh, all right. Well, catch you guys next week for week 4 of The Bachelor.
Later, Gators.